Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to do a video talking about the most powerful crystal ever for you. What's this video mean? Just exactly what I said. I made a video talking about the worst crystal ever, and now people have been messaging me, I want to work with that crystal, like a whole bunch of people. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen with the video, but if that's how you guys learn your lesson from that crystal, then go ahead. That's all I'm going to say. That crystal in that video, it's not fun, and I can't blame you guys, because I'm that exact kind of person. If someone tells me that a crystal's too powerful, I'm going to work with it myself, but if it's up to you to find out how powerful a crystal can be, then go ahead, because sometimes it's actually what we need to be surprised by crystals being very real and very advanced. So I don't recommend you guys work with that crystal from that video. In this video, I'm actually going to provide crystal examples as to how and what you guys should be working with, because the crystals I'm going to talk about in this video are that much more helpful. That crystal doesn't really do much of anything. Nothing really important. Not for you, not for humans. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about something very interesting. The best crystal for you is the one you don't want to work with. Were you expecting me to say that? Well, if you watch my past videos, yeah. The best crystal you could ever use, and this applies to me. This applies to me. There are certain crystals that I'll find an excuse to not wear it or not want to work with it. And unfortunately, yeah, this still does apply to me. My angels will remind me, like, hey, this, just because you don't want to wear it doesn't mean you shouldn't work with it. And I'll give you two examples. I'll give you two examples as to some crystal families I don't really like working with, but I really should, because I'll find excuses not to work with them. Is one of them being fluorite. And I find a lot of people, they love fluorite. I love fluorite. But they'll find uses, or they'll find ways to not work with fluorite because of some kind of a coincidence or inconvenience. I'm the same way, so I find that fluorite has these energies as to how they can just kind of be like, keep in mind, fluorite, especially, specifically rainbow fluorite, it has the energies of, okay, don't put stuff till later, you got to do it now. It's the organization crystal. It's the crystal that literally dissolves mental fog and dissolves things that you don't want to be doing. And I find that a lot of people are just like, yeah, and especially for the multiple people who get rainbow fluorite from me, will be like, I'll wear this one not so soon. And I just learned this as of recently, just as of studying rainbow fluorite a little more, because I'm adding more fluorite to myself, and I'm like, yay, yay! And this crystal actually holds the most power to organization abilities. And you're just like, ooh, what's an organization ability? Well, sometimes an organization ability has to do with how you integrate your spiritual gift sets, how you integrate your relationships in life, maybe with family, maybe with others. So it helps you process things in a way very quickly, because rainbow fluorite will have you having cat-like reflexes mentally. It's very strange and very different, but rainbow fluorite's like when it comes to any kind of mental obstacles or mental challenges. And like I said, the crystal's a little it's a wee tiny bit confrontational. It'll make you stop putting stuff in the past. Now, it'll make you put stuff in the present versus in the past. And it's kind of like, don't do that. And it's not an overwhelming stone. It's very beautiful. It feels very good, but I find that a lot of people have feeling like, I'll wear the rainbow fluorite later. I'm like, I'm the same way. I'm like, what is this? And it's the energies of the crystal. It's something that you don't really want to work with, but it's going to help you the absolute most. Now, because there's a lot of people who have gotten rainbow fluorite from me, they're just like, I would like to wear this one last. Maybe a bracelet. A lot of you have rainbow fluorite necklaces from me, which you can get from FloridaStoneman.com. I only have the best rainbow fluorite, real rainbow fluorite. And by the way, rainbow fluorite should age. You should start to see the composition of it change a little bit over time. If you're really brutal with it like I am, then you're going to see it chip and stuff like that. But it's just because of its density. That's real rainbow fluorite. If it's not chipping and you're not smacking against... when it's not chipping when you're smacking against things, it's not rainbow fluorite. It's glass. Congratulations. Because if you didn't get it from me, I can't guarantee it. Simple as that. I'm not going to lab test your crystals that are not from me. You can go to lab for that. You can watch YouTube videos for that. You can study chemical compositions for that. But when it comes to rainbow fluorite or any kind of fluorite, I find that even green fluorite will welcome and welt in a very particular way. Green fluorite, for example, will have wealth coming to you because you're able to know how to perceive the wealth coming to you because you're able to mentally organize it. How many of you have missed up on a let's just say some of you who play scratch offs, because for some of the people who get, most of the people who are doing very well getting green aventurine from me have been very lucky, and there's lots of you very frequently messaging me, look how well I'm doing. I'm like, awesome, it's amazing. Also, I will have more places for you guys to put reviews and your pictures and stuff like that, because it helps other people as well. But green aventurine and good green aventurine will help you win. So it's more obvious when it comes to green aventurine. What about green fluorite? It literally, like, if you have had some kind of intuition about how to do better or how to achieve more, let's just say you've had some kind of intuition about the pattern of scratch off tickets when you start winning them. Let's just say, because some people will notice a pattern and they'll get very lucky and they'll start winning at a frequent pattern. So this has to do with more of the thoughts and more of organization of the mind and the different chakras that has to do with aligning, being aligned to get to this position. And yes, it sounds kind of like, oh, this is kind of boring. Yeah, this is energies of certain crystals. Some of you might love green fluorite or rainbow fluorite. Wonderful. But I'm talking for a bunch of people because I found this to be one of those stones is, yeah, this crystal will literally have you being aligned to be able to receive wealth. So this crystal will align you, and people do not like being aligned sometimes. People are not used to change, so people will rather vouch for not going through change. This crystal will make you change, and it's not going to always be comfortable. Another set of crystals I find that people don't like, so this might be helpful for some people. So the fluorites are actually one of the most powerful crystals for people, simply because some of you can't receive your blessings because you're not mentally organized. It's just plain as that. Like, you want to put and I've talked to some of you, and I was very stern with some of you. I'm very strict with some of you when it comes to helping you, because I actually care, and I will go straight to the heart of the problem, and I'll shock you, and then you'll get help afterwards. You'll either run away and cry and be like, oh, Stone Man was mean to me, or, oh, he said something no one else has said to me, and that really made me feel some kind of way, and I changed it, and I actually got a lot better. Thank you, Stone Man. It's always one of the two. Option number 3 is people run away for like a few months and come back and they're like, oh, you were right. I took advice after nothing was working, and it finally worked. I'm like, okay, because literally when there's something that has to be said that no one else has said, that hurts. And I get it, it hurts. But the bandage has to be ripped off. That's the kind of teacher I am. I don't say it with judgment. I say it exactly as how it is. If I don't know the answer, my angels will help me with the answer and help me be able to help you find the answer as well. Okay? Now, here's a second, and these 2 sets of crystals might be very powerful for you. The next one is calcites. And calcites are kind of strange in energy too. They're very pure, they're purifiers. Calcites are all purifiers. Every single calcite, the easiest way ever to remember every single color of calcite is by taking its color and associating it with that chakra. These crystals, they have if you're not used to calcites, they have an icky energy. They'll make you feel icky. Why is that? It's because, let's just say you've had something in your stomach and you've been carrying it around for about, let's just say, 2 to 3 weeks, and you're just thinking like, why does my stomach feel icky? Why does my stomach feel icky? Well, it's because you ate something that's supposed to you ate something that's not making you feel good. The energy of calcite's literally purging it. And when you purge it, you'll get all the ickiness out at once. Or it does it all gradually, depending on how the stone, because crystals are intelligent, and your angels use the energies of crystals to be able to heal you. So the calcite's energies are very, very because I think about calcite, I'm like, calcites are very different. Like, when you first put on a calcite, it's a certain kind of, most people don't know it. People don't know it. And this is why people are not necessarily drawn to calcites. It's kind of like, it's like a pucker face. It's like, but some of my faces during this video. I wonder what's going to show up as the thumbnail. I'm like, calcite face. Ooh, calcite face. Calcite's, and if you ever caught this is actually tying in very well. My least favorite crystal ever was Dogtooth calcite. Until I worked with it. It literally looks like a rotten dog's tooth. It's disgusting. It was disgusting to me, but I saw like a whole, a statue of it, like what do you call it? A composition of it, and I'm like, this doesn't look right. This looks like rotten dog's teeth as a statue, like just some kind of like Miami artist would have put it together. And I say Miami artist because there's some very intriguing, like just grim artists in Miami who put some interesting, thoughtful structures together, like Edgar Allan Poe like. It's kind of like, makes you think, but it's like, well, this is different. But back to calcites and the most powerful crystal for you, it's probably something you really don't want to work with because, like I said, calcites will make you feel icky. And you won't know why. It's because they're dissolving something that's inside of you that's icky or making you feel icky. And when it fully comes out, it's like, ah, gross. And the whole point to this video, and I made videos like this before. I said your least favorite herb or crystal holds power. It does. And I promise you, and I do this myself, because I'm actually stacking every single crystal in the entire world very soon on my, just around me. I'm collecting everything just so I know how to teach 100%. So people are like, oh, so man, do you know about green-blue fluorite? And I'm like, yes, I do. Because I just meditated with it. So I'm making it a habit to meditate with every single crystal just so I can be able to channel the knowledge of every single crystal to you guys. But back to my tongue twisted. Back and talking about blue-green calcite. It helps with tongue twisting as well because it organizes your words. It bridges the heart and the throat chakra, so it takes the messages from your heart, your passions, your desires from your heart, and connects it to your throat and allows it to be elegant, beautiful words. So if I made a choker of that, I would be tongue-tied a lot less. But I just like having fun with certain tongue ties. I'll just make fun of it, but whatever. We can't 100% be fully 100% unblocked. That's just not how humans are made. That's not how it's intended to be. If anyone says I have 0 blockages, that's a blockage right there. So even Stone Man stumbles on words here and there or has certain blockages when it comes to the throat chakra or communication, because I get so excited when it happens to be a message I'd love to communicate, but sometimes I'm like a kid in the candy store, I'm like, so certain words will get stuck. So that's just another one of my least favorite crystals that I'm going to be working way more heavily with is the fluorite. And the reason I have found, because you guys will find reasons as to why you don't want to work with a certain crystal. Like, you will just not work with the crystal because you found a reason that was so good that you just didn't go back to it, and that's probably why you're not working with it. That's the most powerful crystal for you. I just named the most powerful crystal for me at the time because I do get tongue-tied in YouTube videos getting so happy saying what I'm saying. But, for example, one of the most powerful crystals for me at the time, at this current moment, would be something I'm not currently equipped with on my physical being. Blue-green fluorite, because of the rainbow, because of the connections between the two chakras. Now, find a crystal that you've been just putting off. And every person's been doing this. Every person puts off this one crystal. It's different for every person, but that holds the most amount of power for you specifically. So you'll take the crystal and you'll meditate with it. You'll find out why you don't like it. So some of the excuses I attach to the fluorite is, well, I work out in the gym and I'm slamming weights around constantly. The fluorite's going to break because it's a light mineral. Okay, that's true, but if it breaks, I'll just replace it. Or I'll just... Exactly. Because I have a whole bunch of rainbow fluorite and a whole bunch of blue-green fluorite and a whole bunch of blue fluorite and a whole bunch of every kind of fluorite. So what's the reason that you haven't worked with the crystal? Some of you have not gotten crystals I've highly suggested for a very long time. What's your reason? Some of you, a lot of you, for people who are flat out just lost and not really sure which crystal to work with, I'll say black tourmaline and smoky quartz. Very grounding. It helps you literally find the exact path you're supposed to be on. Smoky quartz has to do with the brown side of the root chakra. The more the stable aspects, the more of you finding your path. And a lot of people they'll work with the black tourmaline, but not the smoky quartz. And they'll be like, yeah, I don't, yeah, I'd like to work with other crystals, and like this one's not so exciting. If the crystal's not exciting to you and you don't want to work with it, and there's something you really don't like about it or don't resonate with, guess what? That's the most powerful crystal for you, and you don't even know it. That's why a lot of people don't know which crystal is the best crystal for them. The one you don't want to work with, or the one that you'll find every excuse to not work with. Because guess what? I'm going to share a secret on this video. Smoky quartz is good for abundance, prosperity, wealth. A lot of you will see financial blockages disappear when you use smoky quartz. Brown is an energy color of wealth when it comes to the chakra system, but a different kind of wealth. A wealth that branches out. A wealth, because think of this, like brown is the tree trunks, the roots, the root chakra. Brown has to do with abundance and fertility and the earth element. So work with the crystal smoky quartz if you really hate smoky quartz, or you just don't think it's interesting, you don't like it, it's not exciting, etc. Work with the crystal because it has something to teach you. A lot of times when people work with smoky quartz, they'll see financial blockages dissolve. Kind of like citrine. But not like citrine, because smoky quartz, citrine doesn't have stability aspects to it in the sense of the smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is literally the brown ray. Smoky quartz in particular will do a whole bunch for people who don't like it. So I can go on an entire list for this entire video, but I'm not going to, because all of you are 100% different. How many crystals are out there in this world? A lot. There's a lot of crystals out there in this world. Find the one you don't like, the one you don't care for, and it's always the most powerful one for you. It's very rarely, in very rare cases. I don't think I've actually ever I don't think I've ever come across anyone who has not liked who has not disliked a crystal that would have been the most helpful to them. A lot of times it's red jasper too. If it's red jasper, that's your least favorite crystal, it's going to help you uncover something about yourself and send back karma to someone who has wronged you because you're holding on to it so heavily. That's just an example. But if you have any questions, guys, ask them in the comment section. This topic is really interesting and really helpful. On my YouTube channel, you're going to get 100% accurate information, but it's not going to be sugar-coated. I'm not the rest of the internet. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. If you would like your own authentic crystals that I guarantee myself, go to floridastoneman.com, and I will see you guys next time. Ciao!